Right, let's say you're in a band, you've come up with this nice little power chord progression, little riff. D, A, G, E. But it sounds a bit untidy because the root notes are jumping quite a distance from one chord to the next. Let me give an example. Your D here, 5th fret of the A string, then you've got to go down 4 notes down to the A, playing it here on the 5th fret of the E string, then down another 2 frets for your G, and then down 3 frets for your E. Now, if you've got a bass player in your band, that person is already going to be doing all your bass notes for you, or your root notes. So you could play those 4 chords in the same position, basically where you started, like this. It's immediately a much tighter sound, and the way that I'm doing it is that I'm not just using root notes and 5th notes. I start off with the root and the 5th of the D. This is D, and this is A. When I go to play the A though, instead of root and 5th where it was, a full A major chord is made of a root, 3rd, 5th, and octave. So what I do is, I've already got the octave here from my D chord, so I move the D down 1 fret to C sharp, and that becomes the 3rd of the A chord. So now, instead of, we get, so the lowest note in our 2 chords, I've only had to move down 1 fret, 1/2 note, instead of all the way down there. Okay, then when we played the G, if we looked at our G power chord, root, 5th, octave, all I did was, so now I'm playing the 5th and the octave. D, A, G, and then finally for our E, instead of going all the way down here, like that, as I'm here, this G is the minor 3rd of the E chord, and here on the 7th fret of the A string is our E root. So now, instead of, we've got, alright, so I'm going to play the 2 sequences again so you can hear the difference. Okay, if you want that nice heavy chugging sound, then that's ideal. But if you want a much, much tighter sound, and particularly if you've already got quite a full sound in the band and you've got a nice bass going on there, then you can play something that's much neater and closer together.